Yo, back with another one. As y'all can see by the title and the thumbnail, we got the Kalen DeBoer versus Nick Saban comparison. You know what I'm saying? All the credit goes to my boy Josh Pate. That's where we getting it from. Y'all wanna go check him out. He be talking about a lot of Bama football as well. Y'all wanna go and check him out. Josh Pate. That's his name. That's his YouTube or whatnot. But before we even get into it, bro, I'm finna give y'all my thoughts on this between the Kalen DeBoer and Nick Saban comparison. You just got to keep it a buck. His name right here, Nick Saban, he the greatest to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, Kirby, a lot of people saying Kirby Smart and basically just Kirby Smart, really. They be saying Kirby Smart is the closest to doing it, but in this new era of football, it can't be done. It won't be done. And even if it wasn't in this era of football where the transfer portal and the NIL and all that stuff, even if it was like how it used to be, I still think nobody can do what Nick Saban did. Nick Saban just did something that won't never be done again. Like, history was made, and it just that. Like, that's just my opinion. Honestly, that's just a fact. Like, Nick Saban, you can't do what Nick Saban did, bro. It can't be done again. It can't be word. Y'all get what I'm saying, bro. But we finna get into the video and see what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? People like him, they be speaking facts. He don't just say what the internet want to hear. He actually, you know what I'm saying? He actually speak facts. So that's why I mess with my boy Josh. And yeah, we finna see what he got to say about it.
Jim from Hilton Head, South Carolina asked, will Kalen DeBoer eventually get Alabama back to the level of success that Nick Saban created? Well, of course he won't. That sounded rude. Jim, I don't think he will.
It ain't rude. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth. Like, Kalen DeBoer is a good coach. Yeah, we're going to get some more natties under our belt. But, like, the way Nick Saban did it, no. Are we going to win? Still, yes. We're going to be taking 0 to 1 L's, 0 to 2, yes. It just, what Nick Saban did, it can't be done again, if y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like, the way he did things, the way he won that gen, like back to 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 back. The way he had the number one recruiting class, back to back to back to back to back to back. Like, it just like the principle, the way he coached, the way he did things at the University of Alabama, like, it just can't be done again. Like, Kalen DeBoer we gonna get some natties. We gonna get some number one top 3 recruiting class. We gonna get hella players in the first round of the draft. Like, the standard's still gonna be the same. We still gonna do what we do. It's just the way Nick Saban did it and how he did it and how long he did it. I don't think that can be done again by any coach. But Alabama's still gonna be Alabama. We still gonna get natties. We still gonna first round picks. We still gonna be top 5 in the country. People still gonna be scared of us. You know what I'm saying? The standard and everything still gonna be the same. It just can't no other coach be Nick Saban other than Nick Saban, if that makes sense.
Was that better? Like, Jim, I doubt anyone will be able to do that.
Anyone, bro.
That's a very diplomatic way to answer this. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that we're still very, very closely removed from the Nick Saban era. So whether you're Wayne in Wetumpka or you're Larry in Los Angeles, you probably haven't come to realize how impossible what he did is to accomplish again, especially in the new era of college football.
It's impossible, bro.
But it's pretty much impossible to accomplish what Nick Saban just accomplished in the new era of college football. And the reason I know that is because Nick Saban knew that.
And that's why he retired.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know all the definitive reasons that Nick Saban chose to
retire. College is like the NFL now.
I'll leave that to
you. You got to pay players to pay.
But I think you're kidding yourself. If
college,
you don't think that man
NFL.
took a long, hard look at this sport and said, yeah, this ain't for me anymore. The way I do it, it's not going to work as effectively. There's a standard, there's a level that I want to achieve to, and I'm not sure that...
Look at this. 2014 all the way to 2023 is Nick Saban. This is when Kalen DeBoer came. First year at Alabama in the SEC, could have did better. You know what I'm saying? I explained that in my last video about the quarterbacks or whatnot. We could have did better. Yes, we could have did better. All 4 of these games was because quarterback issues. Honestly, if we didn't have quarterback issues, I really feel like we would have ran the table. That's just my opinion. That's why I said we still gonna be Bama. We still gonna have folks scared of us. We still gonna run the table. We still gonna take no more than 2 losses. We still gonna be a championship contender. You know what I'm saying? Look, 12-2, 14-1, 14-1, 13-1, 14-1, 11-2, undefeated, 13-2, 11-2, 12-2. Think we had folks scared of us, bro. Look at the recruiting class. Come on now.
The new era of college football is conducive
I know
to
the
my
coach doing
ways
this.
still working. Now,
and then y'all be talking about Kirby Smart and stuff. Kirby Smart learned from my coach. You know what I'm saying? He learned from the best to ever do it. I mean, if Kirby Smart was a bad coach, I mean, that's bad on him. He's supposed to be a good coach coming from under Nick Saban. Look at Steve. What's the nigga name? Starkeezer. Whatever that nigga name. From Texas, bro. That's at Texas. All these folks. Look at nigga from Ole Miss, Lane. Shit, I can keep going all day. These coaches, they supposed to be good. They came from Nick Saban, bro.
The more foolish-minded person will look at that and say, "What a coward." The more the person that's a little wiser will look at that and say, "Good move, good move."
Exactly.
If you don't like the way the pieces are lined up on the board, just quit. Just walk away. Especially if you've already won.
He already accomplished so much.
Just walk away. Jim, I don't think anyone will do it. Look at the records on the screen Kalen is showing you. That's just what he just did in any era is unbelievable. I think it's the greatest stretch that we'll ever see.
Look how long
I remember telling Feinbaum one time that I always was in awe. Like when I was growing up as a kid, I was always in awe that there were people who were, still mainstream figures in the sports media who covered.
And really, 2019 and 2022, we were supposed to be in that joint. We ain't finna speak about what happened. That's all I'm saying.
Guys that I viewed to be legendary.
We weren't supposed to miss it these years.
Go to Alabama, like Bear Bryant, a legend at
last
Alabama.
Year,
Vince Dooley in Georgia, like the guys that I grew up
we weren't supposed to miss it
in
either.
the South.
Freaking Jalen Miro,
or Bo in the Big Ten.
Quarterback issues.
I was fascinated that there were like people in my adolescence whose careers had spanned so far back that they covered some of those legends. Well,
and this is cap.
We don't think about Saban like
We're
that.
Gonna show
you
y'all.
think about him as the GOAT. You think about him as this and that, but he's still here. He's still around. Some of the players he recruited are still on campus at Alabama now. You see him on TV every Saturday. So you don't view him in like Rushmore context. Hey, quick timeout. Check and see if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you're not, I humbly ask that you click subscribe. It's free. It doesn't sign you
Y'all
up
go
for
sub to Josh, man.
30 years from now, when you're talking to like kids about him, the way you'll talk about him, totally different. So it's kind of hard to contextualize the run he had because it's still so fresh. You can still hear the echoes of it. But to apply that standard to anyone, Kalen DeBoer or Kirby or Napier or Ryan Day or Lincoln Riley or Dan Lanning's unfair because they're not competing in the same era he did. And you've got this mechanism right now that while it's built for you to take advantage of, it's also shaving off layers of depth that in a previous era you would hear. It's not aesthetically pleasing. It was just formula was basically we're Alabama, they're Washington. We have recruited to where some of the threes on this roster are 5-star players.
Ohio State.
All we have to
Ohio State not finna two-peat. Ohio State not finna two-peat. Arch Manning, our quarterback is gonna be way better than Arch Manning. Our team gonna be way better than Texas. Oregon, you should have won it last year. You're done. Georgia, come on, bro. You know Georgia. We always run over Georgia. We ain't gonna talk about them. Penn State, y'all got Penn State and Notre Dame in front of us. They not even in the SEC. Like Notre Dame, they fucking independents or some shit. Penn State, they can't beat Oregon and Ohio State in their conference. Tennessee, you gonna see us this time, bro. We're gonna have this shit now about, bro. But this is cap.
Lean on them for
next time Tennessee see us, we're gonna have this shit now, bro.
Grind out a win. You don't have the kind of competitive depth to grind out wins against other playoff caliber teams as much these days. You just don't have that. So, Kirby will never dip below 10 wins. Like at the very them to knowing Kirby will never dip below 10 wins. Like at the very worst, you think the elite programs in the sport are recession.
It's how it's supposed to be, though.
I don't think that's the case anymore. I think even for the best of the best out there, you get some bad injury luck, and you don't have.
Bro, that's another thing. Like this last thing I'm saying, I'm going in this video. That's another thing. Like when Saban was playing, this is another reason why Kalen about to do what he did. When Saban was, I said Saban was playing. When Saban was coaching, we had depth on top of depth on top of depth on top of depth. Like hella 4 and 5 star. It's like now, every school can't pay players to just sit there and wait their turn. Everybody want to chase the bag. They don't want to develop no more. They just want to chase the bag and they want to be on the field ASAP. They don't want to come to these big schools and not start and win. It's not the coach's no fault that you're not better than the person in front of you. It's not their fault. It's your fault. So back when Saban was coaching, it was all about I'm finna develop you, make you a better man, and you can worry about the bag later. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody just want the money now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. If you was good enough, you would just, you know what I'm saying, come to whatever school you always wanted to go to, or depending on the academics how you want to go by, and you'll work your butt off, get developed, and you know what I'm saying, you'll get in front of whoever in front of you, and then still get your bag over there. Cause it ain't like you not getting nothing. They be wanting to go for the highest amount of money possible. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta develop, bro. Like that what the NFL for, where is you supposed to be getting paid all these dollars and stuff. In college, you need to be developing, bro. Like that's what basically what Nick Saban didn't like about all this, like the NIL and stuff. Like players were basically just chasing money instead of actually trying to develop. Make a long story short. So it's like nowadays in college football, people not developing. They just chasing the bag. So I feel like if for like this even go not even just for Bama, this like for Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, you name it, any big school other than Bama. It's like when it come down to depth, everybody gonna lack in depth because everybody wanna chase the bag. You know what I'm saying? So that's just another reason why all these teams just won't be as dominant as Nick Saban teams was back in the gap. You know what I'm saying? Well, not even back in the gap. You know what I'm saying? But in the past years. But yeah, bro. That's all I got to say about this comparison. You can't compare these two. You can't compare nobody to Nick. You know what I'm saying? Nick was just one of them ones. Like he was just one of one. Like it would never be another Nick, bro. But yeah, Kalen DeBoer, he gonna, you know what I'm saying, have his own little era, his own little run. And yeah, that's really all I got to say, bro.